Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do beer stuff here. Other half. Other half, Green Dots. We were on a little bit of an other half run not too long ago. Saw this up in a little bottle shop here. It is exactly 1 month old. And I thought I'd give it a whirl because it is a 6.8% Citrus Strata and Rawaka hopped IPA. It says a hazy IPA brewed with hand-selected blends of hops giving notes of lychee, sweet orange, passion fruit, and strawberry. Unfairly packaged with some of the greatest hops. So here we go. Other half, I dig it. This is a DC Jam, I believe. Yes, it is. No green cap, silver cap. There's people like, oh, DC has this color, that has this color. Anyway, it is the 29th of October. It is 10 o'clock at night. I'm watching a little football. Figured I'd pop off for a review. Limb-wise, yeah, it's other half. You know how they roll. Beer-wise, that's other half. You know how they roll. I mean, honestly, as far as a hazy IPA goes, it's kind of like what you want. You know, new school hazy IPA, rich, kind of apricot juicy in color. It's, you know, it has orange to it, but it's very much kind of washed out and has this kind of slightly milky look to it. So it definitely looks the part. That's how it looks to me. If I'm looking at my camera, I'm going to see what's going on. So definitely looks the part of a nice, bright hazy. It's a good nose. It smells all the part of a really nice and bright hazy. Man, that is grass clippings. We're huffing on the grass clippings. Man, that smells really good. It really does. It really does. And like a nose that I'd probably associate more with a really well done, vibrant, kind of low ABV hazy, like something more in the 4 and 5 range. But I'm not getting mad at it at its 6 and change because it's giving me a lot of this kind of slightly unkept lawn kind of grass clipping kind of thing, you know, but almost like that, like perfect actually, like you're cutting your lawn the last time in fall, which is essentially what's happening right now. You know, we're dipping into the low 30s, high 20s during the evening, or morning, you know, evening or morning, early morning, whatever you want to call it. But getting into like the 50s and 60s, so you got this chill to it too. So it's not this hot, sweaty, all the clippings sticking to your face kind of thing, where it's like a little bit colder, a little bit chilly, but you're getting that little bit of dandelion / weedy, crabgrassy, beautiful grass kind of clipping up in your face. How many times can we say clipping in one video? I do not know. Clipping. No, that's a really great nose. It's not like a 2x4 to the face, though. And that's the thing I'm trying to basically explain with my horrible analogies, is that it's not like just a, like punching you in the face with this huge resonance thing, or this fruit is over here. It's more of a fluttering, light, kind of keefy, weedy, and by keefy, you know, just like ultra ground out kind of greenness that is just more like particulate in the air kind of thing, as opposed to just a rankiness in your face. Bright, nice, weed, underripened fruits, those kind of things running the gamut. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. I think this is fantastic. Honestly. I think that's fantastic, to be honest with you. It's pulling a lot of tricks off that I think might be a little bit more kind of personally my jams. And I know people dig these flavor profiles and what's going on, and we'll explain it. But I think it's hitting a lot of the marks that I really covet when it comes to beers, or hazy IPA in general. First thing first, it's sweet, but not even close to being overly sweet. So it skews sweet, but again, for its ABV level, a lot of people like their IPAs to be a little bit more sweeter than this. finish is a little bit dry. I think it's a combination of the way the hops kind of dry things out, in combination with the beer being fully attenuated, not being overly sweet. Mouth feels ultra drinkable. Like, ultra drinkable. You're never going to say this beer is thin, but it's not super, super turbid, and it drinks epically easy. And it really comes down to the kind of give and take, the kind of back and forth between the fruitiness of the beer and the way the hops kind of come off, which the fruitiness here is very much kind of like a fruit medley. It's a probably more stone fruit, tropical fruit combination with a dollop of pineapple as the citrus on this, but it's very much not generic, but again, a blend of fruitiness. On the other side of things, it is that green portion of show, which I think just tickles me pink. Should it be tickles me green? I don't know. It comes off very bright, very grassy, very long clipping. Again, nose leads absolutely 100% in the actual taste, and it just comes off as like a... Hopefully that makes sense. I mean, I've been saying it for years, so hopefully it's made sense over the years, but it's just like when you know, someone's cutting their lawn, you know, and I'm not talking about like a shit, like the YouTube videos where people go and like cut the lawns for free of a horrible lawn and make it look halfway decent. It's like someone has a nice lawn, but it's not like a manicured, like millionaire lawn to where there's just bits and pieces of weeds here, a little crabgrass, a little mix of grass here and there. It's not like a pristine lawn. So you get this kind of combination of different aromatics from the things that are being shredded up and cut. And it's a combination of, you know, dandelions to straight grass to a little bit of crabgrass. Little things here and there that just add this kind of cool kind of aromatic to the air. At least I think. And it comes off very much a cousin of weed to me, but not as pungent and a little bit more kind of... I've used the word in the past, minty. This doesn't get to that portion of the show, but it's very much minty adjacent. And it has that floating off the top of it. You're talking about a beer that is attenuated, but also has a touch of sweetness, so you're not getting just flat dryness off the beer. You're talking about this green that shows up in a very vibrant sense, but it's not overly aggressive. And you're talking about something that's ultra drinkable. Those things don't suck. They definitely don't suck. And I think this is a really, really tasty beer. I'm a fan. Let's put it this way. Let's cut to the chase. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Mouthfeel, not super dense, but dense enough to where you know you're drinking something with great haze, but it's not super turbid. You know, finishes, has a sweet enough profile to it, but again, finishes with a little bit of dryness, makes you want to go back for more. That kind of fruit medley thing in combination with that cool, unkept long grassiness to it. Is it one of the better hazies I've had? It's like, yes, Mount Rushmore status. Probably it's worth it. Let's put it this way. Is it the best hazy IPA I've had from Other Half? No. I've had ones that have done me much, much better. But there's something about this from I just want to drink a hazy and this is going to give me all the fun stuff while also moving on to a beer later on and not just being weighed down or my palate shot or those kind of things going on. A drinkable, not sessionable, but something that's just, man, this is really, really good. It's really good. What do you want me to say? I'm glad I bought it. Got a 4-pack of it. Not going to hate on it by any stretch of imagination. Opposite of that. Going to love on it. I think it's really good. I'm curious to see what y'all think. So it's worthy of being Mount Rushmore status. Probably off just because there's so many good hazies. Value availability, I want to pay $17, Other Half. Off the shelf and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like light, summery, greeny haze, you'll like this. Other Half, have you been to their 4,700 breweries? Have you had any of their 4,700 hazy IPAs? Have you had this beer? This is canned mid... Numbers are hard. September 2023. Have you had this particular batch? I would like to know what your thoughts are down there. Hopefully enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying the Other Half right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers all.